Good evening, everybody. Thank you for tuning in to this week's live stream. Obviously, from the title, you can hear that today we're going to be talking about the KTM, my first honest thoughts. I hope you're really excited about this bike. I am. I love it. Man, it's been a crazy weekend. I don't even know where to begin. So, I want to wait for some people to get in here, and we will start out from the beginning. Um, Let me know if you can hear the audio now. I'm assuming you can. So, yeah, this is the pumpkin. I haven't found a name for it yet, so let me know what your thoughts are on a potential name for the KTM. But, so let's just start out from the beginning because I haven't done any videos on the KTM yet. So, last weekend is when I picked this bike up, on Saturday, actually, to be exact. And the following, actually 2 days before that is when I sold the CRF 450L. So, haven't announced it yet, but the bike is gone. You heard it here first. The CRF 450L is long gone, and I am out here. My only big dirt bike right now is this KTM, and let me tell you, it was absolutely the best decision that I've ever made. I struggled with that 450. I didn't want to put any more money into it than I already had. I mean, you're already spending so much money for that bike to begin with. I didn't want to add another, $1,500 for the Vortex, full exhaust system, all that jazz. It just didn't make sense because at the end of the day, it's still a heavy four-stroke, and it's nowhere near as capable as this thing that's sitting behind me. So then 2 days later, I found this KTM right here. This is a 2018 KTM 250XCW. I was really set on the 300s for a long time, but I couldn't find a good used deal on one of them. So this thing came up for sale. I went back and forth with the guy who was pretty firm on price, but thankfully he came down a little bit to where I could justify making this investment for, a dedicated trail bike. And man, I made the journey, loaded up the Tesla. We headed north this time, about 4-hour round trip, and we picked this thing up. And man, I rode it that night. Actually, we did a night ride. Got some videos of that coming. That'll be pretty cool. But we took this thing out. That was like my first initial ride. Well, I actually took it out over at Lexus's father's house for a little bit and just got to putt around on it and see what it felt like. And man, I was really excited. But the following day, woke up, camped out that night, and woke up and went on the maiden voyage. And let me tell you, it was an awesome experience. A couple of the guys that we ride with both have these bikes. Well, Dustin has the 300, but Clyde is on a 250XCW as well. And this bike is dedicated for the stuff that I like to do. It was made for the stuff that I like to do. The slow, technical stuff. The wide ratio transmission in this is absolutely ridiculous. First and second gear are super low, which is great for me. Some people aren't a fan of that low gear with the XCWs, but for me, I like creeping, I like crawling. And second gear, well, second and third are the sweet spot for this bike. Most of the time I'm in second for hill climbs, but this thing just lugs. I didn't have that on 450L. I would constantly stall out at low speeds, and it just really wasn't that good. But this thing, man, you can just tractor it up just about anything. You point it in a direction and it will go there. Not to mention this is the 2018, so it is counterbalanced and has electric start. So the counterbalancer makes a huge difference. And from what I understand, it's just a weight on the crankshaft that reduces the vibrations. And I've gotten the chance to ride a variety of two-strokes over the past week. And let me tell you, this thing is smooth. It's got plenty of power. No regrets with going with the 250 over the 300. I potentially, if I keep this long enough, I know, don't even get me started. I do plan on keeping this bike, though. Potentially I'll do the 300 kit when it's time to do the top end, instead of just buying the piston and rings and getting the cylinder redone a little bit. I am just going to do the 300 kit, potentially. I really like the 250, so that's hard. Maybe spend less money, and maybe we'll just do one top end first, just do a piston and rings, and then in the future we'll do the 300 kit because I don't see why I need the 300. So until the 250 limits me, which it probably never will, I have no reason to, make that investment. Unless you guys want to see it, I would like to try it at some point and, see if I really notice that big of a difference. I'm sure it'll help on the low end. But this thing is nuts. It is absolutely a game changer. So I know I talked for quite a bit. I'm gonna hop down here in the comments and see what's going on. What's up, Trevor? Sick of Ohio, Grammatron. Hands down, I love that bike. So yeah, Grammatron is the one with the Husqvarna FE350, and that is a fantastic machine as well. And if you're going to be doing any sort of like open riding, like dual sporting, or like out in the deserts or something a little bit more open, it's a great bike for that. But you cannot beat these two strokes in the tight woods. You just can't. Tried both. Oh, here we go. Moto Islander says he tried both. The 250 is better than the 300. Less rotating mass. The XCW is the way to go. I agree. This 250. Oh man, I rode two 300s yesterday. Sherco 300. Shout out to DJ with the Beta 300. Shout out to Slow as well. So the Beta 300RR, the Sherco SE 300, and I just wanted to hop back on the KTM. Like, those are a little bit more race ready, more aggressive suspension setup and not counterbalanced. The newer betas are, I think DJ's is a 2018, I believe, so not counterbalanced. And originally I didn't think it was that big a deal. I got to test ride it the night that he bought it, and I didn't really notice that big of a difference. But yesterday I swapped back and forth, and the counterbalancer is huge. Like, little to no vibrations from this. And you can do even more to reducing the vibrations. Like Slow reminded me the silicone in the handlebars. You can do flex handlebars, variety of different grips. But the vibration on this is next to nothing compared to those bikes, and it is a game changer. It's very four-stroke-like, the power. It reminds me of like some of the older air-cooled four-strokes where you just get that power on the low end, and it just tractors. It is a tractor. I've done things on this bike that I didn't know I was capable of doing. There's a specific hill climb that I got to do yesterday that was absolutely insane. But I knew the bike could do it, and I knew I could do it. You know, I just had to carry momentum, and we went right up the thing, and it was nuts. So the videos won't do it justice. But man, yeah, I don't even know where to begin. This bike is absolutely amazing. I love the bike, but if I was getting a 252 stroke, I'd get the YZ250X. Oh, thanks for reminding me. So I almost bought a YZ250X. I didn't want to spend this much for a two-stroke. I really didn't. But I'm glad that I did, man. The button alone, having an electric start with a two-stroke is amazing. And just having electric start on any bike in general on the trails is a must. The YZ250X is a great bike. The transmission is really not ideal for the riding that I like to do. I'd be more than happy with that bike over the 450L, but with the XCW, the wide ratio is absolutely amazing. Yeah, the 450L is gone. Everybody that's in here, you're hearing the truth. It is gone. Got a good price for it. It went to a good home. What's up, Josh Shank? Yeah, shout out to Josh and Lee and Riley. We went out on the lake today, had a fantastic time. That was awesome. It's been a while since I've been out on the lake, and it was perfect weather. Oh, man, I don't even know where to begin with that. Yeah, that was a lot of fun. Oh, on the way home, we saw a dog fly out of the window. Have to mention that. We were driving, and just out of the blue, we were looking forward, and boom, something goes flying through the air, and it is a dog that jumped out of the window. Thank God the dog did not get hurt, and we hopped out of the truck and tried to get it back to the owner, but that was absolutely nuts. But yeah, that was a fun day. Got to do some wake surfing, some wakeboarding, and enjoy the weather. Very relaxing. That was much needed, especially after yesterday. We did some hard riding. Well, not really hard riding, but I got wrecked a couple times, man. I might show you these bruises that I have later, but my knee is swollen. I got beat up pretty good. Took a few falls. Nothing beats a carbureted two-stroke. Yeah, so thanks for that as well. I was on the fence about going with the TPI. In a perfect world, I would have found a used TPI, and I probably would have bought it. I'm not that scared of it. I've heard great things. Shout out to the Dirt Bike channel. He really has me sold on a TPI in the future. But you can't beat the carbon bikes. A properly jetted two-stroke is amazing, and this thing is perfect. The guy that had it before me spent a lot of time figuring out the perfect jet combination, and in combination with the V-Force reeds, this thing is jetted perfectly. There's no hiccups in any part of the power band, and this thing is just amazing. No bog. It's got plenty of low end grunt. It just gets me to where I want to go, and it does it in a way that I just can't describe. It's pretty good on fuel too. Usually I only have to bring a 5-gallon can for me, and whew, you almost caught me there. Yeah, usually I just fill up a 5-gallon can for a mix, and I'm good for the weekend. Yeah, 2-stroke life. I'm really happy to be on that. Oh gosh. Let's see. No, no, we can't name it that. Now you have 4 250s. Oh my gosh, you aren't kidding. Didn't even think about that, honestly. Got the 250L, the KX 250, the Bras 250, and the KTM 250. Garmatron says I agree with the KTM. The first time on a 2-stroke in 20 years. The power was mellow, but ready to rip once you crack it out. I would buy one if I didn't just spend 10K on the Husky. Yeah, dude, the Husky's a great bike, and honestly, unless you plan on doing some crazy stuff, that's all you'll ever need. Tilly got a new bike as well, man. So the original bike that I was going to get, that leads me to the next subject. So he already revealed it, so I can talk about this, but Tilly got a KDX 200, man. Super jealous. That was the original bike that I was looking for. I was like, man, I'm going to sell the 450L, keep some cash, and then just find a KDX to send, because those are fantastic bikes and just absolutely amazing trail bikes. So I was going to find a KDX. I still am going to find a KDX, but I ended up with this, and I thought it was the perfect bike for Tilly, so I was pushing him. I was on him hard about getting a KDX, and sure enough, he found one, so stay tuned for that. He's coming over sometime this week, and we're going to do a video, and I can't wait to ride one. I've never rode one, so let me hear your thoughts on the KDX down below. But I can't, I got a button. At the end of the day, I got the button. I love the button. Yeah, when are we going to get a Bras video? Pretty soon. Yeah, I'd like to do it soon, but this thing is just, all I want to do is ride this bike. Honestly, all I want to do is ride this bike. After I get home from every trip, I'm just working on this thing and getting ready for the next trip. And right now, all I want to ride is this bike and get better on this bike. And this thing just fits me like a glove. It's really comfortable to stand up with, as is, like right out of the box. This thing is just set up to rip. There are a few things that I want to do. I want to get a radiator fan. I was just doing some slower technical stuff the other day and kind of got stuck in a hard spot, and I was struggling for about 10 minutes, and I don't want to say overheated it, but it got hot. So I'd like to get a radiator fan on there. I would like to get either an Enduro Engineering or Seat Concept seat. I like the Achereby's X Factor seat as well. I wouldn't be opposed to that, but I just worry about damaging it because you can't recover it. What else? It does have a pipe guard on it and a skid plate. I think I'm fine with that for now. I do want to get radiator guards for sure, because I'm always dropping this thing, and yeah, that's one thing. I'm not babying this bike. This is not a show bike. This is a dirt bike, and I bought it to ride the crap out of it. I mean, first ride, I completely looped the thing ass over end on a hill climb. So stay tuned for that. Let's see. Is there going to be a racing season this year? I am going to enter a few races. I think the first one I'll probably enter with Slobodan. So look forward to that. Definitely, I'm not intimidated by it, but I know it's going to be tasking. I'm a competitive person, so I'm going to push myself. So I think the biggest thing with those longer enduro races is just pacing yourself, which I'm not that good at. But it'll be a good lesson, and I've got to get back into the fitness world with the whole everything going on in the world right now with the gyms being closed and stuff like that. I kind of fell off. I do get a lot of cardio, though, so that's a good thing. But as far as the weight training and getting some more cardio going, I need to stay on top of it, because I like to ride all day long, and I don't like to get tired or sore. Hey, Tombstone. What's up, Kyle? Thank you for asking. I've been doing good. Life is great. I cannot complain. Everybody around me is happy and healthy as well. So Yeah, actually, I did not rip the seat. I bought it with the ripped seat. This bike was not in perfect condition when I bought it, cosmetically. Everything else is mint. I wasn't worried about the cosmetics. This thing was taken care of. It was only raced for like one season. He did a few Enduro races. It was an older gentleman that buys one of these new every year. And yeah, it was a really good deal. I'm happy with it. Man, every time I look at that bike and every time I go to bed, I think about this bike. It's an awesome bike. When he's starting the 250L Supermoto project, Alexis has been on me about that. So one of these days, I kind of wanted to push it back till winter because that'd be a good winter project. But I know she wants to do some street riding this year, so we might just have to start it. Uh-oh. Dano Vision says, Boomhauer and I got you some goodies today. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. Start it. Yeah, I'll start it up. Yeah, Jeff, Alexis will be here in a little bit. I think she's working on dinner right now. I will definitely start it. No, I haven't fixed the caliper on the bras yet. That's the only thing holding it back, and I'm going to have to charge the battery up if it's not already completely dead. My dad has an '09 KTM 300XCW, and that bike rips. Can't imagine the 250. Yeah, the 250 is a beast. What's up, Matt? He says, you missed out on some crazy technical riding today. It whooped my ass. Yeah, if my ass wasn't already whooped, I would have been there with you guys. I just got a little taste with slow, and man, I can't wait to do some single track, some legit single track. I really haven't gotten a chance to, just a little bit down south, but here soon. We have to go back out. I really want to do it. Definitely tasking, man. That type of riding, the struggles, the hills, the technical, the log crossings, all of that stuff really wears you out, but I love every second of it. That's my excitement. Snooper says I'm going to love the KDX. Yeah, I can't wait to ride a KDX and get my hands on one myself. Hint, hint. Wait till you hop on the bras after the KTM. It's going to feel like you're on a sloth. No, I ride plenty of bikes. Yes, the 450 is gone. She is long gone. I'm not trolling. The 450L is gone. Completely gone. I promise you guys. I promise. So, yeah, this is the replacement. Should have done it a long time ago. Zero regrets. I'm super stoked to be back on a two-stroke. And not even that, just on a capable trail machine. This was built for the stuff that I like to do. And I'm finally on a bike that I can push myself on. And I'm not limiting myself on. This is it. I mean, professionals race these bikes, enduro-wise. Like this is it. I have it. It's time to progress, learn my skills. Oh, man, I'm super, super excited. No, I didn't see the video. I was out on the boat today, so didn't get to do a whole lot of phone action. He rode 39 miles. Woo! That's a good one, Matt. That sounds like a good ride. Why do you sell your bikes so quick? Just wondering. I mean, you may think that I sell my bikes quick, but I don't really sell them quick. I just haven't found something that I wanted to keep around. Like bikes, you know, at the end of the day, bikes are bikes, and a lot of these deals I'm making money on, so it's another form of income, number one. And number two, I wasn't happy with the 450L. You all know that. I'm not going to keep a bike that is that expensive that I'm not happy with. And that was definitely the right choice. As far as the Polaris goes, I know I had that for like 2 days, but I bought that intending to flip it if I got the right price, and I got the right price. I actually found another one that I tried to buy. I think it still might be for sale after this weekend. I haven't been looking, but I think I'm going to go pick up literally the identical four-wheeler. Maybe flip it again, ride it for a little bit. It was a good price too. Just need cleaned up. Yeah, other plans bike-wise, I just want to sell stuff. I don't think I'm going to keep the KX250. I'm not riding it. I don't need it. I like to declutter my life. The bras, I'm going to stick that around. Dano, I'm going to start sending this stuff back, but thank you, Dano Vision TV. Shout out to him. Follow him on Mixer, all social medias. I appreciate that. Sending over some love from my favorite YouTuber and my great friend. Hey, that means a lot. I appreciate it. Just put my hand on stink bug. Thank you, Dano. I'm looking to get a 250L. Is that a good choice? Man, so much stuff has... Stink bug hands. That's disgusting. So much stuff has transpired over the past couple days, week. I don't even know where to begin. Yesterday's ride. Let's start out. So I show up, and two friends that I haven't seen in a long time, shout out to Josh and Matt, they were on there on pretty much brand new bikes. Josh was on a newer 250L, I think that was a 19 or a 20, only had 200 miles on it. I'll get to that here in a bit. And Matt was on a TW 200. Love that bike, fantastic machine. That's what I took my learner's course on when I was 15. Man, that's a long time ago, 10 years ago. And so they're out there on fresh bikes, and we start the ride. It's hot, man, and people were running late. It was a crazy morning. We got out on the trails finally, and we get to these hill climbs. We're all playing around on this hill, swapping bikes, just having a good time, and I go down there, and I see something I cannot believe. Josh's brand new CRF 250L. The sight glass fell out of the bike. Thank God Matthew saw it, but when he started it up, oil was shooting out of the sight glass. Just fell out. I mean, he didn't drop it. We just rode down a trail. Hadn't even done a mile yet, and that happened. I feel so bad about that because that's a bike that I've put such praise to, but at the end of the day, you know, manufacturing defects exist in any bike, any product. So it was just one of those things. It's an unlucky draw, and that is 100% a warranty item. So they're gonna make it right, and if they don't make it right, I will make them make it right. So that was absolutely crazy to see that happen. And on top of that, we were deep in the trails, and how are we gonna get the bike out? So he had a few options. There was still some oil in there and maybe enough lubrication to get back to the truck. Not ideal. We didn't want to do that. So thankfully we were up on this ridge, and he was able to coast the bike down to a road. And the plan was to leave him and the bike there, take the trails back to go get the truck and trailer to pick him up. That was Matt's job. They had rode together, Matt and Josh. And in that process, Matt got separated from the group. And I do feel a little bit guilty for that. I try to be really good about making sure everybody is still in the pack, stopping at every intersection. But I think I was leading or like a couple behind the leader. So usually the last person is supposed to stop and wait for the person behind them to come. And that's how it goes. Didn't really preach that at the beginning of the ride, so Matthew gets lost. Thank God Boomhauer gave him a map, and he was able to find his way back to the trailhead to get his vehicle. But in that process, me and Zach, maybe Tom, I don't remember, we went out, and no, that was me and Slow. Me and Slow went out looking for him, and that was a wild goose chase. I mean, Wayne National Forest is absolutely huge, so that was a needle in a haystack. But he ended up getting back to the truck, picking up Josh, and they went home. And that was a bummer. You know, all excited, got gear, you know, ready to go, and just to have that happen, man, that's terrible. But I hope they get out really soon. Alexis will be here in a bit. Yeah, so the day started like that, and from there, it only got even better. So we had another rider in the group, shout out to Marlo, and he was on a early 2000s KTM 400, and this bike was clapped. I just have to say, this bike was clapped. It was missing a bunch of bolts. The rear wheel bearing was shot. I mean, you could put your hand on that thing and wiggle it back and forth, and it was just clapped out. Everything about that bike. And it was hard to start. It was super tall. Marlo's not the tallest guy, so to start it, he would have to find a tree or just try to hop on and balance while he gave it a good kick, because that thing kicked like a mule. And so he was fighting that bike most of the day. He crashed it a couple times, went flying over the handlebars. But, dude, Marlo had the most positive attitude that he could have. He was out there having a blast, sending it. So shout out to him. No complaining. That's the biggest thing. Zero complaints, man. He was out there, no excuses, having a blast, and that's what it's all about. It's all about the adventure. I love it. I had a blast that day. Yeah, sure, it sucks when stuff like that happens, but you can't get down on it. You just have to take it with a grain of salt. Enjoy the moment, and know that stuff's gonna happen. So, what's up, Lex?
What's up?
Guess who I'm talking about right now?
Who are you talking about?
Marlo.
Oh.
Yeah. Marlo's situation. How was that?
It was great.
Yeah, that was good. It was great for us.
Content.
Yeah, content-wise.
No,
We got some crazy stuff coming.
Can I get a different chair?
Yeah, go for it. So, yeah, the Marlo situation, he sent it the rest of the day, crashed a couple times, and then we get to this one point.
You're giving all the details away?
Yeah.
All the good stuff?
Well, they don't see the video. They'll be able to see the video. They got to get excited. We got to make the build up. And sure enough, when did that happen? Towards the end of the day, thankfully. And I got a phone call. We'd stopped at an intersection, and I got a phone call. Bzz, bzz, just felt it in my fanny pack, and it was Zach. He's like, yo, Tanner, blah, blah, blah. Like, it was breaking up because I didn't have very good signal. And so we put through our helmets on, jetted back. We were like, oh, man. And we were on this ridge at the time, so the whole way back, we're thinking Marlo's just flew off the cliff and is down in the ravine or something. And his bike might have fell with him. I don't know. But we get back. We see the bike. We see them. We see that they're okay. I don't know how. He didn't hurt himself. But he didn't hurt himself. And then, we got a few different stories. I don't think he even knows the full extent of what happened because it happened so fast. But basically, he just came around a corner, got out of control, jumped like side, whoosh. The bike went flying. Boom. Hit the ground. The handlebars snapped off the bike. And the handlebars were intact. The bolts on the triple clamp pulled out the threads. And there lays the handlebars. All the cables attached and everything. And we're like, oh my God, what are we going to do? So we had a few options. Go back, get a ratchet strap, try to torque down the bars, and go from there. He had the bolts still.
Yeah, that's what I didn't. I'm shocked that he didn't lose the bike, lose the bolts like in the leaves or like they fell off the side.
So the bolts were still there. We were trying to get them to thread back in, but there just wasn't enough thread left. So we started resorting to what we had on our backpacks, starting off with zip ties. We tried a few zip ties that really wasn't cutting it.
Tried every zip tie we had.
Yeah, every zip tie we were tying them together, torquing
like
it down. Yeah, we didn't. Not
small
enough.
ones.
Not enough. Lesson learned. Carry more zip ties. But we found some electrical tape Jeff had, and in combination with zip ties, electrical tape, we just taped it and strapped it up the best we could. And like, dude, I mean, I wanted to ride it for him, but I didn't want him to ride, a bike that he wasn't comfortable with. Even though it probably would have been a lot better than the bike he was on. That thing was nuts. Had a lot of power. Old KTM 400, man. That thing had a lot of power. But he made it back. He was holding one hand on the throttle, one hand on the on the fork tube, and he just made his way back. And he was sending it too.
I mean, it was we all were like, dude, just like idle the bike. Don't
Take
even
it easy.
give it throttle because it was like you could wiggle the bars.
Yeah.
And so if those fell off, you would be riding a bike with like what do you do? And then he had it in like second or third gear and was just putting along. So
absolutely nuts. Everybody likes the new bike. Everybody's loving the KTM, and
it's a perfect fit.
They're excited to see it. Everybody was asking about you too. Where's the Lexus? Where's the Lex? One word, KDX. Hey, KDX will be introduced very soon. I thought he was for sure older than 25. I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. You're only 25, bro. Hey, whatever. That's cool, I guess. Yeah, shout out to Dano again. Oh, my gosh. I know, right? Plus, Alexis can say two-stroke all the time now. Yeah, stay tuned for that. She's going to be saying two-stroke a lot. Austin's on a boat. We were on a boat.
Yeah.
Had a good day.
I'm exhausted.
Oh, yeah. We full sent it this
whole weekend. Man.
It was Alexa's great idea to go tubing at the end of the day, too. And Josh gave it the beans, and we were holding on for dear life.
I really didn't think... didn't remember it being
how
like
fast
that.
the boat was?
No, I just didn't remember tubing being like that. Like, I don't know. Okay, it was honestly worse for me because your feet stay in the water. Mine do not. So the tops of my feet...
Yep, smacking.
And I'm lighter than you, so my whole body just goes up and smacks the thing. Oh man, I literally thought at one point I had a concussion. I was like, Tanner, I hit my head so hard.
Yeah, Harry Nutsack, I have a headlight. That's an XCW, bud. Comes with a headlight, but it definitely needs an upgrade. I need an LED kit on that. George says I'm a little behind in the stream, but I called it and guessed it right. Tilly would buy a KDX 200. Comment is on the video on you and Tilly streaming in the woods. Yeah, Tilly already revealed it, so I told him what he got. stay tuned for the videos. Nice job water skiing. Yeah, thanks, Jeremy. Wake surfing is a lot of fun.
Yeah.
That boat's like not super set up for the wakeboarding, but it was the wake surfing. I do that all day long.
Yeah,
That was fun.
it
You got
was
the hang of it too, finally.
Thanks.
It took you a little bit.
It did.
Yeah, but what? Have you done it before that one time that we did?
No, that was the first time. So
that
I've only
was,
done it once.
That was the first time for the both of us.
Yeah.
I'd never wake surfed before. I didn't even understand the concept of it. I was like, how does that even work? And Josh actually turned a wakeboard into a wake surfboard by just taking the bindings off and taping over the holes and waxing it really good, and it worked great.
Yeah, it did. It worked just fine.
Once you got up, and man, I cruised for quite a long time too.
Mm-hmm.
Until my arms
You
gave
got
out.
right up.
Yeah.
Like you always do.
Oh, whatever. Yeah, that was a lot of fun for sure. I found your TikTok. Yeah, thanks, Mason. I fell off the TikTok world. I just can't do it. I tried real hard, and maybe I'll do some more TikToks. I don't know, but TikTok's kind of whack. Thanks for the shout out. Hey, Austin, no problem. Man, I've had my throttle grip snap off and had to do the half-mile walk of shame.
gosh.
Oh, man, I can only imagine. We've gotten very lucky. It'll happen at some point.
Don't say that.
Dude, it'll happen at some point, you know? And we're going to have catastrophic failure someday, and we're going to have to tow a bike out, walk a bike out. It's just
Throttle
all
grip
part of riding.
snap off? Like, how does that happen?
Maybe the throttle cables broke, the throttle tube broke off, or, yeah, you just crashed it really hard and the throttle tube busted off. Anything can happen. I mean, that's the fun of the adventure. Yeah, Josh says it was all the wakes, why the tubing was so boom, boom, boom.
Oh, man.
Boats flying. That was a lot of fun.
That was so much fun.
Shout out to them both. The trio, all three of them.
Mm-hmm. The trio.
Did a power wheelie up a hill, and it was scary.
Been there, done that.
Start her up. Hey, you just want to hear the bike. A lot of people want to hear it start, so we'll get out of the way. Fired it up really quick. I'm a choker. Got that carburetor still. Make sure she's in neutral. Two-stroke smell. Killed all the bugs in here. Whew. There you go. Hey, when in doubt's feeling the legs. Got a little bit of sun today. Are you a virgin? Yes, I am. You're dumb, bruh. Thank you. What's up, Breeze? I'm a big fan of your vids. Shout out to David Vids. He's a big fan of my vids.
Sweet. All the way from Ireland.
Hey, that's what's up. That's a long way. Shout out to Ireland. Patrick Grant. What, Mason Sharp? Is he going in timeout? Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm a virgin, bud. See you later. You can sit in your corner.
So annoying.
What is wake surfing? Explain wake surfing.
So wake surfing's basically you're on a board that you're not like bind-end like you are with wakeboarding, and you just stand on it and you surf what the wake that the boat makes. And you hold on to a rope, obviously. But then in some boats, if the wake is big enough, once you stand up, you throw the rope back and you surf it.
Yeah, that's actually pretty cool.
We
that's
did
a cool
that.
Feeling.
We did that on the
that was a dedicated wakeboarding boat.
Absolutely, 100%.
That was nuts. Playing video games, watching attention deficit. That's a perfect combo. What game you playing? I'm gonna guess Call of Duty or GTA. I don't know why. I just think you might be a GTA player. You need more bikes. I need less bikes. I'm very happy with my collection right now. It just needs to get even lower. But we're going to add one soon. So, woo! Yeah, I told him. So what else? How was your weekend, Lex? We can't tell him too much. We got some more exciting stuff happening in the world of Lexus, so.
Whew!
Tired?
Yeah, I'm exhausted.
Had a long ride yesterday. It was the hottest ride yet, 90 degrees, and man, we were sweating, we were working, we were getting eaten alive by mosquitoes. We were just doing everything.
Yeah. And then, we didn't get home till like
Going on
120.
going on 2 in the morning.
Yeah.
You can just, for lack of better terms.
And oh man, that was rough.
Oh, I was asleep half the drive. Yeah.
That was rough.
I slept on the couch, man.
And
I
then
couldn't even make it.
And then
into
we
the
got
shower.
up and spent the entire day in the sun and the water. So,
oh yeah.
It's been a long weekend.
Let me know if you'd like to see any jet ski content, even some jet ski fishing or
gosh.
some jet ski. I'll go out and get some jet skis. What? Full send. YZ85. Let's see. I had a lot of two-strokes, man. KX65, KTM 85. Back on a KTM. I have actually owned a KTM in my life besides this one.
Yeah.
KTM 85SX. Another one of my favorite bikes. I did a lot of riding with that thing. I'm 6 foot. Should I get a YZ85? Negative.
No.
Unless you want to play bike.
Yeah.
For a pit bike, that's cool, but I would recommend something bigger. And with your height, you can get any bike. That's the thing. You have the advantage of being able to ride any bike comfortably. Anybody can ride any bike, but comfortably, you can ride anything. God, I love KTM. Been riding 52 horsepower SX 250. Damn, I bet that's a ripper. So back to the KTM, because that's the title of this video. 1 week with the KTM. I already told him how much I really enjoy this bike. I love every aspect of it. And as far as the name that's attached with KTM, I feel like it's still reliability issues, this, that, and the other. Every bike has their issues. KTM has come a long way, and especially the two-stroke line. I mean, there's only so much going on with the two-stroke. So as long as you keep up with the maintenance, the fluids, all that good stuff, it's going to be, just as reliable as some of the others, But stuff happens. I mean, it could blow up the next ride. I mean, you never know. You never know. Get a bad batch of fuel. Stuff happens, but I have been running ethanol-free, and I plan on running ethanol-free fuel in this forever, as long as I can find it. I'm going to stock up on that stuff.
Kelly said you can't do any hill climbs on jet skis.
Bet. I'm finding a steep river. I don't even know if steep rivers exist.
That would be a waterfall.
No, not necessarily. A river going down a mountain, and you're still going up an incline. You see, if you're up in like the Colorados or something.
But if it
how
was
do you think?
that
How do you think?
vertical,
How do you
it would
think?
be going
Hey,
to-
how do you think white water exists?
Yeah.
Because it's on hills. So I'm gonna send it.
Okay.
I'm taking a jet ski to the
do
Rockies.
that.
Yeah. There you go, Tilly. He'll climb a waterfall. Thank you, Jeeper. So what do you think about the KTM?
Tilly said Lex needs sleep. Do I look that bad?
Oh yeah, you do. I mean, your eyes.
I am so out of it. What do I think about the KTM? I have not rode the KTM, which is weird because you usually make me ride all of your bikes at least once.
We'll get a full video of her riding this.
Sure. Yeah. And but what I think about it is that there was a time yesterday Tanner was doing a climb, and he through like our intercoms was like, "I love this bike," and just hearing him, I've never heard him say that because he's never felt like he is on something that he like can't see potentially getting rid of. So just hearing him say that and like seeing him do things like that he would have never been able to do, like this one climb yesterday would have never been able to have been done on like the 250L. Never.
Might have tried it, but
you would have tried it. I mean, there is a slight chance it could make it, but I mean, really.
Yeah.
That.
Oh yeah. I wouldn't have tried it. I wouldn't have tried it with the 250L.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
the 450L.
Because
I don't
like
know.
if it might have made it, but the thing is if it didn't.
Oh. Yeah.
That is the problem, like with that bike, because it's so heavy and that like falling on you, like it's just like, whew, yeah, insane. So, I just think that he finally is on something that is can help him.
Yeah.
And
I'm on the right tool for the job.
Absolutely.
I'm on the right tool for the job, and it can't get any better than this. So this is something that I can continue to hone my skills with and just get better and better and push me to become a better rider.
Yeah.
So somebody says cleaner. Dude, I haven't had time to clean her.
We just haven't.
Her bike's the only bike that got cleaned, and I wasn't about to clean it at 2 a.m.
We clean every
40
single.
to 1 in my KDX, so that's really dependent on what kind of premix you run. I'm running the AMSOIL Dominator, which I'm super happy with. I'm glad I found that oil. But I run 50 to 1, which is what's recommended and what the previous owner ran as well. You can also bump it up to 60 to 1, but I feel comfortable running 50 to 1, and it's
Sorry.
all good. It's never fouled plugs or anything like that. So we're going to stick with the 50-1. What tires on there? I'm running the Geomax in the front and rear. I don't remember what the number denominations are, but yeah, just the Geomax, and they're a pretty good tire. I want to run a cheater tire in the future, like a Shinko 505 or 525. So the next set of tires I buy will be cheater tires, and I actually have a couple more pairs of Geomax and 2 washugles from Kenda. Washugles. I saw you at Wayne National Park. I was riding my friend's 250 swap out bike. Willie, you should have said what's up, but that is awesome. What bike is in the background? Yeah, this is the KTM 250XC to the dub. Playing by the way. Does Lex want a KTM now? So here's the thing with Lex. She is 5 foot even. She has a hard time riding the bigger bikes off-road. She can do it. Her skills just aren't there yet. She doesn't feel comfortable. She's comfortable with the size of the CRF 150RB and bikes that size. So with that wheel size, it's pretty much perfect for her for now. So until that bike limits her, there's no reason for her to get anything bigger. So until she can push the envelope with that bike, and until I feel like that bike is limiting her, which will be a little while, that is when we'll try to upgrade. And the bike that comes to mind, not that I'm like fully, a part of the KTM world now, but the 250 Freeride with the low seat height and lightweight nature, that seems like the perfect fit. Like once she's ready to get a full-size bike, it's only an inch taller, I believe, than the, maybe an inch and a half taller than the 150 RB. Maybe 2, don't quote me on that. But not much taller. She can definitely make it work in combination with maybe a lowering link. I really don't want to do that, nor do I think you can do that. But you can lower the spring and you can lower the forks internally. I know Grammatron just had that done to his Husky, so we might be able to get an inch, chop the seat, get 2 inch maybe, and she'll be comfortable on that. So in the future, that's the game plan. As far as me, yeah, I do plan on keeping this one for a while. I absolutely love this bike. Every time I get off of this, I just want to get back on it. And after all the other bikes that I rode, from the YZ450FX, from the Sherco 300 to the Beta 300RR, I really thought I wanted 300, but I love this 250. Would a counterbalanced 300 be nice? Absolutely. I'd probably like it just as much. But I don't know. I like the way the 250 engine is. And based on some comments that I'm seeing in here, a lot of people like the 250 more. I mean, even the Dirt Bike channel. Shout out to Kyle. He likes the 250 more. So the 250, for me, I am loving it. So I think I might just do piston and rings when it comes to rebuild time. It does have 50 hours on it. I bought it with 50 hours. I might have like 54, 56. I don't remember. I didn't look. But when it comes time to rebuild, I think I'm going to try to push the envelope and get like 120, 130 hours out of it before I crack it. I don't want to push it too far. It's just not necessary. But the way that I ride, it's a lot of lugging and a lot of low speed stuff and not a lot of piston melting, ring melting, high wear racing. So I can stretch that interval out a little bit more. Maybe get 150, but that's pushing it.
Who's Bob?
For the money. Betas are good as they are lower bikes. That is for sure.
Did you talk about betas?
Bob, dude, back. Why you say who's Bob?
Someone, I don't know.
Stop, Bob.
Give it a rest, Bob.
Oh, I don't know.
It was a joke.
I don't know what the hell that's about. Check out a girl and her bike. She rides an Enduro in Cali. That's what's up. Glad you like the XCW, Paul. Yeah, it's amazing. Yeah, the 450L is gone. The PDS is so much better than the linkage for technical riding. Absolutely. And I'm not that advanced to notice a difference. Some people prefer the linkage, but for me, I don't even want to think about having a linkage anymore. Just the fact that I don't have to worry about that sitting down low. I don't have to get an extended skid plate that kind of hurts the ground clearance a little bit. That's a game changer design, and it's absolutely awesome. Do you have a video of you selling the 450L, or did you buy anything this week? Yeah, I do have a video of selling the 450L. I have a video of the rider test riding it, more or less riding away. So Yeah, I'll put that in a video here soon. Went to a good home, a super nice guy. Didn't even haggle. Boom, here's your price, here's your cash, and he's gonna enjoy it as a dual sport.
Did you tell him about my brother? Is that what you guys?
Yeah, I mean, Alexa's brother DJ, he was coming from the RM 250, Travis Pastrami, and he found himself a Beta 300 double R. He really wanted the KTM.
Really, still
This bike right here. He wants this bike. And the Beta's a great bike. I told him all about that. I rode the Sherco, the Beta. I hopped back and forth. The YZ450FX, MJ's FE350, the 250X. I rode a lot of bikes recently.
So many.
And a fellow subscriber, shout out to him, let me test ride the KLX 300R. So you'll see a review video on that bike coming. That's the potential bike that Tilly wanted. And that thing was a blast. That was an amazing bike. So out of all those bikes, I still wanted to hop back on the KTM after all of them. The 300s. There's just something about it. I don't know whether it's the counterbalancer, just the power delivery, the fact that it's tuned so perfectly. I love this bike. I love the KTM. It's jetted perfectly, and it's amazing. Lexus, he wants to, when in doubt, brap it out. He's getting a Grom.
Nice.
We need to do some Grom riding. Do some Grom riding for sure.
I would be down. You are a Grom hater.
I might just rip those street tires off and put knobbies back on and go for some Grom ventures. Yeah,
I'm down. I have knobbies. I'm ready.
I'll do one video playing around with the handbrake, but honestly, I might just sell the handbrake setup and go back to the knobby and potentially do the frame swap. Dude, I have no interest in street riding.
You waited too long. Yeah. Like, you were kind of into it.
I was all about it.
Yeah,
getting better at stunt riding and all that stuff, but I'm so glad everything transpired the way it did, and I wish it would have happened sooner. Falling into the dirt world and all that, that's my life. I love it. I'm 12 and 5 foot. What bike do you recommend? She's 5 foot, so maybe a 150 RB if you want a race bike.
The next guy says that I need a lowering link.
Or a or a KX100, or I don't know, CRF 230F if you want to get like a bigger 4-stroke, or even a CRF 150F to start with. That'd be a good bike.
Or 125.
KLX 140L. Any of those trail bikes, unless you want a race bike, KX100, CRF 150 RB, something competitive, something like that. Hit the like, people. Yeah, Jeeper Creeper. Yeah, hit the like. We'll get some more people going in here. Thank you. Yeah, I'll follow you back, Bob, on TikTok. KLX 110's good, but it's still a mini bike.
It is.
And for being 5 foot,
a lot of power.
He could ride a lot bigger bike. It just depends on what you want out of a bike. For me, the 110s are just not... They're fun, but they're too small for me. And just having it around a farm property with a lot of the potholes and a lot of... Not potholes, but a lot of holes in the ground and very uneven surfaces is super uncomfortable suspension, and it just beats you to death. You guys should definitely get another ground video out. Yeah, we will.
Oh, Josh!
What the hell, Josh? Man, I should be paying you. Because this is to rent Joe Dirt since you've never seen it. Oh my God.
He hates watching movies.
I have to now.
He hates watching movies. He used to not be like that, but he hates watching movies now. But now we're gonna watch Joe Dirt.
I don't like to be stagnant. I don't.
Thinks that it's just a waste of time.
Every minute that goes by is a potential minute to progress. So I watch it though. Shout out to Josh Shanks, man. I'm gonna watch Joe Dirt now. Yeah, shout out to you, man. I appreciate that. Super unnecessary. I can't wait to hang out more, and yeah, it was an amazing day. It was a fun day. Thank you both.
Absolutely.
Very much. KLX 110L, the Benjamin Vernon. I have one, and I'm at the same size. Yeah, the 110L is cool, but not very capable trail-wise. The GPX TSC 250R. I don't have any context. Chili, what's that about? I'm gonna search it right now. Oh, it just looks like a sweet 2-stroke enduro bike. Man,
nice.
That thing looks nice.
That does look nice.
Yeah, I want one. Somebody send me one. You have no problem sacrificing a lot of time on 2-stroke motorcycle handling when you can do most things on a 4-stroke. I don't know what that comment's about, handling. I think he meant something else, but if you meant like maintenance and stuff like that, yeah, absolutely. The 4-strokes last a little bit longer maintenance-wise. You can stretch the intervals out. They usually take less, but to me, the 2-strokes are more simple. You can do a top-end rebuild, not have to worry about valves. Just throw a piston and rings in every 100, 150 hours and go. You'll have to service the crank eventually, but it's very, I don't want to say easy stuff, but kind of once you've done it, and once you know, So I don't mind at all. And for the amount of capability, yeah, you can't beat it. Can you start the 250? Hey, Vance, you're going to have to go back. We already did. We already cleared the bugs out once. I saw Lex riding fast. She's one of the best girl riders I've ever seen. Hell yeah. Positive comment.
Thank
Willie,
you.
thank you very much.
That's really funny, but thank you.
Well, dude, everybody yesterday nonstop complimenting her riding and how fast she's getting, how much better she's getting. Like, even Zach, he's like, what happened? Like, what? Yeah, what's wrong with you?
Yeah, say that.
She's getting more comfortable. More on that later, but she's definitely getting more comfortable standing up. You stood up a lot
oh
more.
my gosh, yeah, absolutely.
And she wants to get some risers.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're just doing a lot better, for sure. We need to get Josh on a bike too, so I'm gonna send that back to you and put that towards your bike fund. Tanner, I'll bring the 140 up and we can rip around. Let's do it. My TikTok is your gay 126. Nice. Let's see who else. Jeff did amazing.
Oh my gosh.
We uncorked his 250.
He rode your bike.
Yeah.
And I was like in shock.
Yeah, I let everybody, but I let Jeff hop on the 250, man, and he was a beast.
Not that I was like had expected him not to do good, but I mean he was up there with you guys. I mean he was right behind you. I mean he was so like confident and comfortable and like that it just is great.
Yeah, we uncorked the 250X the night before actually we rode. Opened up the air box, did the jetting on it, and that thing runs like a top. And he loves that bike. I love that bike. It's a great bike for him, and he's gonna grow his skills a lot and become an awesome rider. I mean, he already has. He's come such a long way. Coming from the TTR, still has the TTR. So I don't know, man. I love that bike. It's fun. Vance Miller's making a camper bus.
Somebody asked if we're doing any Prius camping.
Any Prius camping? Yeah, she's been wanting to.
I want to so bad.
Any forms of camping I'm down to, but yeah, camping for sure. And actually, I have a little bit of, I didn't film too much. I should have. But that was really like the first trip like away from home in the Prius, camping-wise.
Yeah.
And oh my God, compared to like a tent or a hammock or anything.
You said you slept better that night than you had in months.
A long time, yeah. I was out like a light on top of being tired. The mattress, the Wilpo mattress, shout out to the Wilpo mattress. Find one on Amazon. It was super comfortable. I actually ended up setting the climate control. It got a little cold. Boop, click the button, 70 degrees. I was toasty the whole night and slept like a baby. I love that vehicle. A lot of people love the vehicle. I've changed a lot of people's minds, and I would not hesitate to go out and buy another one tomorrow because for everything that I've done, it's been absolutely amazing. Heck, I towed a freaking four-wheeler for it. If we can get jet skis, we can easily tow the jet skis with those. Like they're so versatile, and they get such good fuel economy, and they're so cheap to own, cheap to maintain. You know, people just have too much ego, so they just get attached to the fact that it's a Prius, but you know what? It's absolutely amazing. CRF 250L sag. What do you recommend to make it taller? So I don't think the rear shock is adjustable. You know, don't quote me on that, but you'll just have to swap out a different shock that you can adjust the sag on, and you probably should do that anyways if you're even thinking about doing suspension upgrades. It means you want to jump or do more capable stuff, so I recommend upgrading the suspension, whether it be Olin's or I don't remember any other companies. That's just one that comes to mind. You said you will follow me. Yeah, Bob, give me a sec. Do you think the 80 XL250S is a good bike, and how much do you think it's worth? I wouldn't pay more than $1,500 depending on condition. If it's in really good condition, and as a collector, you know, $1,500. But other than that, I don't have enough experience with that bike. They're very capable. I know that. All those air-cooled four-strokes are really good bikes. Patrick says, I'm living the dream with the variety of riding fun. I have a YZ125, and I just picked up a Grom, but I have no other Grom riding friends. Yeah, that's what makes Groms fun, is having other Grom friends to ride with.
Absolutely. You really should check your Snapchat.
Check my Snapchat?
From Dano.
Oh, Dano.
Yeah.
I got a snap from Dano.
I saw the video.
Let's check it right now. Boom. Snap. Open. Uh-oh. We got Dano Vision in here. What?
Watch it. I don't think they can see it.
Oh yeah, they can see that. Oh my God, Dano. What the hell, man?
He sent it up the hill, though.
Hell yeah, Dano. That is hilarious. Good stuff, man. Sending the hill climb. A little bit
That
of
was
whiskey.
awesome.
A little bit of whiskey throttle here.
Downey wants to know, can you explain the clutch on Jeff's bike?
Yeah, so
Rekluse?
the Rekluse clutch, there's a few different types of them. Some have springs, magnets, whatever. But long story short, once the engine starts spinning up, the clutch disengages. And then, once you come to a stop or come to an idle, the clutch, tightens back up and engages. So basically, it's an automatic clutch. So you can be in any gear and start out. You don't necessarily want to do that. But basically, you can't stall the bike. You can come to a stop in fourth gear. You can come to a stop in first gear, and the bike will stay running like the clutch is in. So that's good for a lot of people, and it's really essential on the trail.
But you still have a clutch.
Yeah.
You can use the clutch to your own advantage, and you can still use the clutch to shift and do all those things.
You can slip the clutch just like a normal
Yeah.
clutch. You can pop wheelies. You can do anything that you can with the normal clutch. You just have the benefit of not being able to stall the bike. Everything except bump starting.
We've
That's the only
we've
thing.
talked about, if you're wanting to learn how to ride a bike, don't start out on a Rekluse clutch.
Absolutely not.
Because then you won't be able to ride a bike without a Rekluse clutch.
And then you'll end up like Wrangler Star.
Yeah, yeah, sure.
Shout out to Wrangler Star, man.
So don't think oh, that'd be great. Then I won't have to learn how to use a clutch. But then you're limited. So know how to use a clutch, and then you can get a Rekluse for your own advantage of not having to stall and do certain kinds of things. So
for sure. What's up, Crits? Tell Lex to teach me how to ride.
I'm
there you
down.
go. Lex's riding school. The Rekluse
I
clutch
feel
takes some getting used to. I rode one for a few minutes and hated it. I don't feel that same way. I thought I would not like it, but I absolutely love it for the type of low-speed riding that we do. It gets you out of a lot of tricky situations, and as long as you ride it like a normal bike, there's no reason to dislike it. You just, you got to learn how to do it.
if Rekluse sent you one, would you use it?
Absolutely.
On your own bike?
Yeah, I would. I'm not opposed to it.
God damn.
That was if they sent it to me. I would never go out and buy one just because with this bike, dude, it's hard to stall these bikes. It's a game changer. So it kind of works like a snowmobile clutch in a way. Yes, but you still have to shift. That's the difference. It doesn't shift for you. You still have to shift gears. So it still feels like a manual transmission. You just have the added benefit of not being able to stall it. Would the Rekluse would have made the 450L better? Yes, it would have. I've had a lot of comments about that. And yes, it
pricey.
would. They're pricey. And if I were to spend that money, I would just do the Vortex,
right,
which would fix a lot of the issues itself. So in combination with the Vortex ECU, the pipe, you go ahead and throw a Rekluse on there. Fantastic machine. I would have loved it. But that's a really tall investment for a bike that is still heavy and still is not anywhere close to as capable as these KTMs. And say what you want, it is true. I don't care what you say. These bikes are cheater bikes. They're amazing. Give J&P Vlogs a shout out. Hey, shout out to J&P Vlogs, man. What's up? David Vids, what was your first bike? My first bike was a PW50. Two-stroke Yamaha. For sure. It's like an old Honda trail bike clutch. Yeah, exactly. It's just like that. I rode a big red or a little Honda 50 or a 70. Maybe in the 80, I don't remember. But yeah, they all had that style of clutch. What's y'all snap? Follow me at ATDFCT. You and me. Hoping my new helmet comes in the mail tomorrow. I ordered a Bell MX-9 Adventure. Those are great helmets.
Yeah,
That's on my list of helmets.
I've heard those Bell. It's a good brand.
Trust me, you will need a 300 once you get comfortable on this. I absolutely disagree. And you're 16, so I don't want to knock you, but some of the best and the best of the best ride these 250s, and it's not that big of a difference. I love the 250. It chugged just as good as the 300s that I rode. Are you training to be an elevator mechanic? Yes, that's my life goal. Congrats, you have 40,000. Let's try to get you to 50 people. Subscribe. Yeah, the channel's blowing up. Everybody's enjoying these trail riding videos, and I just can't thank you enough. I want to make them as entertaining as possible and document the whole adventures, bring new things, new challenges, and We're coming up on the year anniversary of daily uploads. Very excited about that.
365 videos.
And that's going to bring some changes to the channel. So 365 videos straight. Haven't missed a day. Like, that's crazy. Thank you all for the support, keeping me going, keeping me motivated. Definitely. With the daily uploads, there's just no excuse, you know. Once you get into that rhythm, it's been very good. But content-wise, I'm going to go back to 3 videos a week. I made the decision to do that, and mainly just because I want to update increase the quality of the videos, because I value time a lot, and I want you guys to get the best value when you're coming to the channel. So instead of these long drawn-out trail rides, they're going to be condensed. You know, the best of the best you're going to see in these videos, and the style is going to change a little bit. This is also going to give me a lot more time, to organize merch. I know a lot of you guys want to represent the channel and show, you know, that you're part of the family and stuff like that. So, you know, all that stuff's going to come. The shirts, the stickers, everything. I don't want to just do the basic stuff, so I'm going to do some things that you can add to your bikes, maybe, or
That's what I was thinking.
just a whole bunch of other different things that actually provides value to you. Not that a shirt doesn't provide value, like, you know, people need clothes, but, you know, I just like to do stuff different. That's why I've waited this long. So that's the plan with that. So the 3 videos a week, it'll be back to Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and pretty much just every other day. But there's going to be a live stream on Sunday, so 4 videos a week instead of 7. Small loss for a better quality.
Yeah, agreed.
And that just gives me more freedom to travel too. When I'm traveling, the daily uploads are not possible. Like, I plan on doing some traveling in parts where there probably won't be internet, and the hotspots take forever to upload stuff, and it just doesn't work. We did it in Florida, and man, we'd have to go to a McDonald's every day, and it just
like 2.5 hours to upload a video. And it's not like at home, like, if that took that long, you can just leave it there and walk away and go do something. Like, we're stuck then at McDonald's for 2.5 hours.
Yeah. And I want to travel for probably like a month at a time, so I'll have some videos scheduled probably, but other than that, the 3 days a week just makes the most sense. Anybody comment on that? Jeremy says, that's good, man. You can't get burnt out on something you love. And yeah, I agree. I'm definitely not burnt out, but it's a lot, and I just want to offer a lot of quality. I think I'm going to miss the videos every day. I look forward to watching them after I put the kids to bed. Hey, Downey, I really appreciate the support. That's awesome, and awesome to hear, and it makes me makes everything worth it. So, you know what? Maybe as this channel grows and as we get more support from other people, editing-wise, and, you know, I can bring back the dailies for sure. I got the content for it, absolutely. As the channel grows, maybe we'll go back to that, but for now, I think the 3 a week makes sense. Actually, 4 a week. I can't forget the live stream. Do you think the CRF 250F is a good trail bike? Yeah, fantastic. One of the locals down south where we ride with Tilly, he rides them, and he's an absolute beast on that bike. Remember the no helmet guy from the videos? Yeah, you can do anything on those bikes that, for the most part. I was at Iron Pony today, and they have a pit bike that looks like an old Honda 50 dirt bike. They look sick. It probably is an old Honda 50 dirt bike. But that's what's up, UUTV. I wish I would have seen you there. We were there a couple days ago as well. Groms, Groms. That was a long time ago when we bought those Groms. It started all of this not madness, but started the channel. It's awesome life. There you go, TCH. Whether you put out 1 a week or 7, we will watch them all. Hey, thank you very much.
That's very nice to hear.
Appreciate that. What's up, man? Yeah, Jeeper Creeper, that's crazy. Yeah, the first video, come a long way, absolutely. Now we don't even ride on the streets, and the channel's in a completely different direction, but that's just how life works, you know? Got to figure out what you want to do and what you enjoy. I've been wanting a dirt bike all my life. Haven't been on one in 17 years. Well, dude, you got to change that. Find a way. We want to see the detail car wash on the Grom challenge. Oh my God!
You said that in that video.
I did. What? If it got so many views or likes?
Yeah.
Is it there? I don't think it is.
I don't know. I'll have to go back and look.
I hope it's not there. I really don't want to die in a car wash. Well, we got an elevator right here.
I know. Oh man, I'm fading.
Yeah, you can leave if you need to. Have a good one, Tilly. Hey, thank you, Tilly. We appreciate you, and we will see you soon. Tell Lex to make a YouTube channel. Negative. She's a part of this channel. And what? Well, that's what you always say, so I say it for you.
I know. You're right.
You want to make a channel, go for it. But Jesus, you always say no. It's on that MSX 125 accessories website. Oh, no, I haven't seen that. Iron Man headlight for the Grom. That'd be kind of sweet. It kind of already does kind of have that Iron Man look with the dual, the bottom and top going on. Yeah, he was my elevator teacher. You're absolutely correct. 250L is a fantastic bike, you know, despite what people say and people complain and like to make excuses on, you know, they can't do this and can't do that. They can do just about everything. I've done it. Go back.
Up to the rider.
Go back. Watch the videos. If you want to see what the 250L can do, go back. Watch the videos. I'll take you to the spots that I did on the 250L. Don't want to hear it. I've done it on bold tires too. Don't want to hear it. CRF 250L 2019 suspension sag. How can I make a taller? I think I answered that earlier, but you're going to have to get a different shock. So YSS, Olin's, a few other companies make upgraded shocks. Race Tech, I believe. You should come out and check out the Ohio Mini Road Racing League. Hey, what's up, Shorty Moto? Hey, it's good to hear from you. It's awesome that you're still around on the channel. I'll definitely make it up there or down there sometime. My boy Matt Carroll is super involved in that, so he's always wanting me to come out, and I just haven't taken the time. But I'd like to come out and play around. I don't have any gear, so I'd probably just send it in the coveralls. You know, get my Carhartts out on the track, my cowboy boots and Carhartts.
Summer.
Yeah, full send. Insulated Carhartts. Thanks for the invite, though. I definitely need to. I like all aspects of riding, so I'd like to try some racing on a track. I've never done it. After a KLX 140, I kind of want an 85. Yeah, for sure. I mean, maybe the KX 100, since you already come from the Cowie and you get that little bit bigger size, just about the same size as the 140, so that's a good balance. Ooh, it's a Piranha? No, beard looks nice. Hey, thank you. Yeah, she's trimmed up. I butchered it this morning, but yeah, she's trimmed up. I will buy everything for Braylon and myself. What did I miss from Dano? I don't know what the heck. Oh, I think merch-wise. Let's see what he's talking about. Hey, man, I appreciate that. I'll be giving you some. When was the last time you broke out the KX 250? Man, it's been over a year.
Yep.
Over a year. Have you ever been to Rush Off-Road in Kentucky? No, but I'd like to.
I've heard.
That's a place that I would like to be. Yeah,
we've talked about that.
I want to do a Hatfield McCoy trip. I want to do all kinds of trips. So we definitely need to get out of our comfort zone. I've got to learn Wayne first. I'm not very good with directions, and the last trip, especially with everything that transpired and all the craziness and having to find our ways and looking for people that got hurt, this, that, and the other, I really did get a good sense of direction and being able to follow the trails, the markers, paying attention. Before, I wouldn't really pay attention to the markers too much. I would just send it in every direction and follow other people. But now I'm kind of conscious when I'm riding. Oh, okay, we're on yellow trail. Oh, this is blue. This is red. Oh, we came from yellow. Then you have to jog over to the red.
Left behind a lot. So you kind of need to, like, not because but he'll be off, like, if we're at a cross section and we're, like, just about to go, Tanner goes in an opposite direction because he sees something he wants to try.
I'm up in a hill somewhere.
Yeah, and we all take off, and then he's like, where'd you guys go? And we're like, we left. So
yeah, but that doesn't help me. I'm still screwed either way if you can't tell me where you went.
Yeah, I mean, we can tell you where you went.
Yeah,
you just got to know how to get there, I guess. Yeah, I see what you're saying, but yeah.
You ever try a Yamaha R3? No, they're great bikes. I have no interest in sport bikes. A bike that is similar that I had was a CB300F, and that was a fantastic bike. Shorty says he battled with Matt last weekend. Yeah, Matt's a beast. He is super fast out on the track and a super genuine guy. Would love to see you come out. More than welcome to try out my bike. Aww. Also, can find you a suit. Hey, thank you. Thank you very much. I will make it out. Awesome. I'd like to do some videos on that. And
that would be cool. Be a little like...
Get smoked by you guys.
Get something different into a video.
Yeah, absolutely.
Different video in there.
I'll definitely make it out. Let's see. CRF 250L. Huh. We're all caught up here. Search for the 4K Racing MCR 450. Sounds like a 4-stroke, bud. Not interested. No, I'm not going to hate on 4-strokes now that I got a 2-stroke. I ain't this big 2-stroke guy, even though I am. But, man. 4-strokes are great for the road. I'll say that. They're great as dual sports. They're great in the deserts. They're great for wide open stuff. They're great for cruising on trails or racing, racing for sure, stuff like that. But the low speed technical stuff, you can't beat one of these guys back here. So yeah, that's gonna wrap up the stream, guys. Let's get some last minute comments in here, and let's just hear what's going on and let me know the bike, what you're excited about, and yeah, any final thoughts, what they can look forward to, crazy videos. I don't even know where to begin. Yeah.
Oh man. Absolutely. There's always crazy videos. There's always crazy stuff that happens.
Yeah, it's gonna be crazy, and I look forward to showing you guys. So thank you all for hanging out. Drop your last second comments. We're gonna get out of here. Utah trip. Yeah, I wouldn't be opposed. I'd love to get out there.
Go to any state, anywhere.
Yeah, I'm down to travel. I'm down to explore. That's all I want to do right now. That's what makes me happy. So do what makes you happy, people. I love two strokes. Yeah, me too. Dude, if you go to Rush, tell me and I will go. Yeah, I will definitely. If I ever do a trip, I'm gonna update people and let you know. Hey, really enjoy your channel. Thank you, Seth Owen. I'm just getting back into riding myself. I also got my girlfriend to watch you guys ride and have fun. Hey, that's what's up. We appreciate the support, Seth. Thank you, and I hope to ride and meet you someday. Have a good one, guys, and Lex, go to bed. Go to bed. Right now.
I need to eat dinner.
Yeah, eat and go to bed. Get fat and happy and go to bed. Do the detailed car wash video on the Grom. Hey, dude, when in doubt, you're going to have to share that video because I set a specific number in there.
I want to go look.
It was either like 5,000 views or like 1,000 likes, I think it was. I think it was 1,000 likes, and I had to do the detail wash. So I don't know. Thank you for going back and watching those old videos, man, because that's pretty old.
That's
but thank
awesome.
you. Harry Nutsack, woo! Thank you for hanging around, brother. I appreciate you. Lifted 1,500. Yeah, I'll hit you up on IG. Shorty, thank you, man.
Right, Yee TV.
Mixing gas and slapping ass. Boom! You were absolutely right. Almost missed the live stream because of a huge brush fire. Jesus.
Oh, gosh.
Well, thanks. I'm glad you made it, and I'm glad you're all right. Congratulations on the new bike. Can't wait to see you send it. Me neither. I can't wait to bring you guys some good videos. Good live stream, guys. Keep it up. The channel is doing awesome. Good night.
Thank you, guys.
TCH, ABOT1. Thank you very much. What is the bike in the way back? KTM. Have a good one. Yeah, go to bed, Lex. No, it was 500. Oh, 500? No way.
500 likes?
500 likes. Go see what it's at right now.
Oh, man.
So, for some context here, I decided to make a video that I thought would go viral.
I literally remember you coming to me and being like, I have the best idea. And I was like, no, that's a terrible idea.
It had been done before in crappy quality, so I wanted to do a video of me taking the Grom, or a motorcycle of any kind, through a car wash. And yeah, that's what I did. It was nuts.
He said 77 short.
77
that's
short?
It?
Hey, man, you're going to have to keep sharing that.
Oh, man, some of these pictures,
Hey, Justin, you as well. Attention! Ricky, what's up? No, Vance... I didn't think you were being serious, but no, a different guy. That was not me. Elevator school. I don't. Is he being serious?
I don't know.
So what does that even mean? Elevator school. I mean, yeah, I guess people have to be trained to work on elevators and be an elevator technician. I legitimately thought he was joking.
Yeah. I
don't know. No. I've never worked on an elevator, but I probably should. I've messed with a lot of elevators. Remember when we almost got stuck in that elevator in Cleveland when I was like jumping up and down, pressing buttons and stuff?
Yeah, always.
Yep. The green bike outside. Stay tuned.
What?
423 currently. Uh-oh. She's still scrolling. That's how many
videos
videos are up. Oh, dude, it's way before that.
It is way. Yeah. But I'm like just reminiscing all these thumbnails, man.
It's been a long run on this channel.
Wow.
Thank you all for the support. I can't wait for this week. Mixing gas, kicking ass. Yeah, shout out to you guys. We'll see you in the next video.
Peace.
Come back tomorrow, 7 p.m. Gotta start responding to comments more. I try, guys. Thank you, KX Kevin, the champ, Downey. When in doubt, Ricky, Vance, Justin. When in doubt, brap it out. Harry, Nutsack, UTV. Hey, Josh, let's do it. Thank you again. Lifted 1500. Shorty Moto. Q's fan. Jeremy. Hiram. Willie. Vance. Zach. Zachary Kaiser. Brendan, Goodwill Garage. 5-star HD. Terry, put it in reverse. Ben,
You gonna go through everything?
Sean. Yeah, man.
Austin, Jeremy, Zachary. I can say it faster.
Go.
No, it's okay.
Dano. Of course, man. Dano showing love. Zachary.
Always.
Jeeper. Yeah, that's it, man. Lexus, we need a 2-stroke before you go.
Man, I'm real tired. It would be a weak 2-stroke.
Yeah, we can't do that. Stay tuned. Love you guys.
Peace.
Later. And yes, my parents have their grounds, but they're trying to get rid of them. Whack. Eamon. Andrew. Mike. Goodbye.